What's going on, everybody? James here, redoptionagency.com. 21 years selling on eBay. Hope everybody had a good holiday, whatever you celebrate, and Happy New Year to you all. All right. Whew. Well, sales have been good up until last night, overnight, but other than that, boom, 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 been kicking it, doing really good. And then last night, it turned off again. Like that 7-hour window that I normally get here and there. Started up again last night, so I guess they shut down for maintenance. So from like 11:30 to 6, nothing came through at all. And I was having a problem with sales the last couple of days. Like anytime I add a new item, it wouldn't add it to the sale automatically. So I noticed that problem, and even though the box is clicked. So I noticed that, and I'm like, didn't worry about it. Kind of went in and tried to refresh it, edit, and it still wouldn't add it. So after 7 hours of nothing last night, overnight, I woke up. See, normally I've been waking up to anywhere from $150 to $300 in sales overnight. This morning I woke up to $35. I'm like, oh, here we go. So I'm like, well, what I'm going to do is since my sales aren't working, I'm going to end my sales. I'm going to end my promotions, and I'll just start them up again. So as I was ending the promotions, I was getting the same issue I got last week that I called in about. And after I called in, my sales jumped up where they normally should be. So when I go to end the promotions, it would error out and say it can't end it. And I have to do it 2 and 3 times to get it to end. So I decided to call in since I had the sale issue also. So I called it in, told them about that. And I got a newer person, it seemed like, so I didn't want to throw too much at them. So put that on them, and then put told them about the sale issue where it's not adding new items to the sale. And also I wasn't getting my 10% coupon, the red bulletin. When you're searching eBay, you see the red bulletin. It wasn't doing that either. So last night I turned that off and turned it back on, and it seemed to be working this morning. So that worked from turning it off and turning it back on. So decided I'll call it in anyway, shut it all down, and I turned the promotions back on already. And I'm going to wait about an hour, 2 hours, and turn the sales back on. And we'll see what happens. Hopefully the day won't be a total waste, but today is I guess yesterday was the first day people went back to work. So shouldn't be something like that. So I'm not sure. Something. He said there was no, nothing showing they shut things down last night, but they never put that in, and unless it's a major issue. Because he sent me to the eBay landing page with when there is a major issue, it tells you. And I told him, like, this is just the idiot system, just like your car. If your car tells you you're out of oil, it's too late. So, like, I like catching the things before they're a major issue. So I put those in, so we'll see if the day kicks back in. And it was the same kind of MO with last night, because whenever this starts to happen, I'll have a lot of low-dollar media sales sell, and that's pretty much it, or even low-dollar other stuff. And like the high-dollar stuff just seems to vanish, or even the mid-dollar stuff. So a lot of media here. I do got some shirts, though, so that's good. And one decent price shirt. So that's good. So we'll get into this and ship this stuff out. Maybe answer a few questions or something on YouTube, since I haven't been around for a minute. And this shouldn't take too long. So, but doing all that, I'm running late now. So we're at 10:15 a.m. So we will get this knocked out and get it to the post office. Feeling a little better today. Rough night sleeping again last night with the pressures, and pressure always goes to wherever I'm sleeping. So I'm always constantly turning all night, waking up and turning. So got to get my bearings today. All right, let's get into this and get this stuff knocked out. I got 22 items. 22. TrueGather has been killing it over this holiday season. I ended up shipping 4 yesterday from TrueGather. And then Bonanza, I just got an email from Bonanza saying, ship this item to boost your whatever. I'm like, I didn't even know this item sold. You never sent me an email saying it's sold. So I got to pull and ship that Bonanza item. Bonanza's just kind of just gone to trash. I'm thinking about just shutting Bonanza off. Even though I don't have to do anything, it's almost feels pointless messing. And I don't even really mess with it, so I guess it's pointless to turn it off. But Bonanza seems pointless nowadays. TrueGather's kicking Bonanzas, but I did turn off the. I was paying like, I think it was $600 a year to Bonanza for promoting the items or whatever. But after last year, there was so little sales on Bonanza. I don't even think it was worth it. I didn't look for sure, but I turned it off. I'm like, I'm not paying the $600 anymore because the site's just kind of, it's not performing anywhere near like it used to. TrueGather is kind of taken over. And then I do notice when I do a search in Google Shopping, because a lot of people like to say if the items don't have a white background, it won't show up in Google Shopping. But mine always do with the brown background of the wood. It shows up in Google's. And there's plenty of other items in Google Shopping that has non-white backgrounds. So they do show up in there, so you don't have to necessarily listen to, it's not the truth that, at least from my perspective, from seeing. So I always, every once in a while, I'll check Google Shopping to see if my items show up. And my TrueGather items always seem to show up first before my eBay or Bonanza items. So maybe that's why. Maybe they're getting better placement on Google. So I'm not sure. But all right now. Ooh, I'm not, of course, organized or anything here, so it might be kind of a mess. All right, Jason Aldean, I think that's his name, shirt. Sold for $7. Headed to Summerville, South Carolina. What is he doing over here? That goes there. I had was also doing my test the last couple of days. Oh, come on. Stop changing on me. Even though I had a good day yesterday, $860, I noticed I wasn't getting placement with my promoted. Because the hats I promote at 20%, and with the St. Louis, with Cardinals baseball hat, 2,800 items come up. I have almost 500 of those items. So I normally, when sales are rolling, I have a good, 10, 20 items in the first 240 items. And I've been having none, except at the very bottom, I'll have 2. So that's kind of an indication, too, that something's going on with the promoted. It's not working properly. So still, as of this morning, I wasn't getting no good placements on that. So I just turned them on, so let me check. Last time I turned them off and turned them on, when it wasn't working before I called, I would show up and all my stuff was there. And then I checked like 15, 20 minutes later, and it was all gone again. So let me do a quick check there and see if it's popped up yet or not. What are you doing? Alrighty, best match. Nope. Yeah, see, I just turned my promotions on at 20% for hats. And I've got one a little ways down, about 25 in. I've got one, I guess. But see, that's it. Normally when it's working properly, I have a good amount of items up here. So I have one. All right, we're about halfway down the page right now. There's two more, but they're not promoted. So I have, was the other one promoted? So I'm not, I don't know. Their stuff was working properly for a few days there. So that other one is sponsored. So I got one sponsored. There's another one of mine, but it's not sponsored. Another one not sponsored. So that was one. Yeah, now watch, I'll come to the bottom. I should probably have two sponsored at the bottom. And yep, so I got the two sponsored at the bottom and one up high. So those are indications of days where my sales are usually lower. So, and being I just turned it on and I didn't get a spike, it's concerning too. So something's going on that's different within that situation. So we'll see what happens. We shall see. Pain in the booty hole. Pain in the booty hole. Pain in the booty hole. We got a Coldwater Creek. Top here, $8. Headed up to New York. New York. Oh, man. Feeling beat. Feeling pooped. Yeah, since I'm doing it all, I'll just do it like this. Alrighty, we got Big Dog's shirt. It's Vern. Sold for $12.28. And headed to Maine. Oh, and before anybody gets all weirded out with the people sharing stuff on Facebook groups about Disney coming after people, they're not coming after authentic items. You can sell Disney shirts. Anything with Disney tag you can sell with Disney. They're coming after, if you look like on Etsy and places, even probably even eBay, people will make homemade stuff and put Mickey Mouse on it, or, you know, they'll make unauthorized merchandise, basically. They're coming after that stuff. I've always wondered how people got away with it so much up to this point, because you see it consistently all the time where people are just, you know, painting Mickey Mouse on something and selling it as a Disney item or a Mickey Mouse item. Can't do that. So they're coming after those people. They're not coming after authentic Disney items. So just make sure it has the Disney tag and you'll be all right. Even in some of the vintage clothing, Disney wasn't on a Disney tag, but it should have like a registered trademark or something. Or you can actually even Google like an old vintage shirt to find out, because there were certain brands that had the rights to use Disney. And this is probably like in the 50s or 60s or whatever, before they branded their own, I guess. They used, like, you'll see Florida, the Sunshine State, and it'll have a picture of Mickey on it or whatever. But look at the tag, Google the name of the tag with Disney, and you'll see that there was a few labels that had the rights to do that. So if it's vintage, do something like that. But yeah, they're coming after the non-authentic stuff. People making homemade stuff and not legitimate items. Man, the last few days, my phone's just been going ding, 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 ding. Last several days. And today, it's just like dead silent. Like, kind of a down lay. So I finally got one at 10:23. But before that was 9:44. So I was like, come on. So hopefully these sales and stuff will kick in. Not going to worry about it. I called it in, and I've got the ball rolling. Oh, I didn't even show you this, did I? I'm just not even paying attention. All right, we got a Taylor Swift Reputation Stadium Tour t-shirt. Sold for $22. Headed to Toronto, Ohio. I was hoping there that eBay had fixed their issues since I had so many good days in a row. I haven't had that in so long. I'm like, maybe they fixed it. Yay. Maybe from now on I'll have super great sales every day. Super great sales. This has been in the store over 2.5 years. Point Irish Volleyball. Sold for $6.73. Headed to Sparta, Tennessee. Alrighty, the last shirt. Been in the store for a little while. Little kids Pokemon pajama top. Yay, another sale. Yay. It's turning on, thankfully. All right. Sold for $8.81. Headed to New Palestine, Indiana. And I don't even have my sale on yet, so if those are selling, that might be full price. Maybe I'll leave my sale off for a little bit and see if I can sell some full price stuff today. That would be a nice change. Getting full value for your items. Yep. Cummings hat sold for $15. The other one must have been an offer I sent. Jack Daniels hat. Going overseas, sold for like $10. We'll see. I got to give it a couple of hours anyway. Let the other one clear out of the system before I start the new one. All right, I got a couple of 45 box sets. Are you ready for us? 45 light. Yeah. Chopin's Chopin. I always call him Chopin. Chopin. I don't even know how you pronounce it. Actually. And the Treasury of Immortal Performances theme songs. Both together. Sold for $15. Headed to Minneapolis, Minnesota. Minneapolis, Minnesota. Yeah. Squeeze together. Yeah, I saw it was weird yesterday. I was like, I sold no pants today. I've been selling pants pretty consistently. Like, seems like at least 1 to 2 pairs a day. And then when I sold no pants yesterday, I'm like, aw. All right, Joplin, Pearl 8-track. Sold for $6.30. Headed to Midland, Pennsylvania. This thing's full. I need a new tote here. Trying to overstuff this one. All right, we got Journey Frontiers cassette. Sold for $3.50. Simpsonville, South Carolina is the destination. Somebody again bought my lamp, my big giant lamp that says, clearly states, pick up only because it's so damn heavy. It would cost over $100 to mail that lamp. I've emailed him twice and he hasn't responded. So if we don't respond by the end of the day, cancel. Are you Dave Stamey? Something. Some local, or not local, but an indie guy from California. Sold for $6.30. Headed back to California. We got The Doors live in New York. Disc 2 of a box set. Sold for $7. Headed to Effort, Pennsylvania. Peter Murphy Deep CD. Sold for $3.50. Headed to Shanahan, Illinois. I need more mailers. Shanahan. Dude, I'm trying not to yawn on camera. I'm just beat. Right, more mailers. Of course Alrighty. Clara de Lune. 8-track. Sold for $7. Headed to Lake Forest, Illinois. Sinead O'Connor. Sold for $8.80. Headed to Falls Church, Virginia. Got Led Zeppelin, self-titled CD. Sold for $5. Headed to Brownsville, New York. Sorry, Brownsville, Kentucky. I was looking here. I couldn't see. My hat was in my way. Yeah, that's it. No, but why? Okay. Blurry. It's blurry. That's why you're wearing glasses, boy. The old way. The old person way. Transformers. More than meets the eye. On Blu-ray. Sold for $3.50. Headed to Brooklyn, New York. New York. Is there a Brooklyn, Kentucky? I don't know. Could you imagine a Brooklyn accent mixed with a Back Mountains, Kentucky accent? Intertwine those. I'm sitting here trying in my head and I can't do it. I can't seem to do it. I can't put it together. Trying to do the New York vibe with the yeehaw. Sorry if I offended you. I'm not trying to offend nobody. I'm just trying to make fun of you. That's all. Two different things. All right. Because making fun is fun. It's funny. Max Payne PS2 video game. Sold for $3.77. Headed to Wellington, Florida. California Nights hat. Sold for $9.44, headed to Seattle, Washington. Pool Bonanza item. Bonanza, let me open that window so I don't forget. Better check, make sure I don't have any other ones hidden here too. Got one from 7/1/22. Never got an email on that. (12/11/22). Never got an email on that. And 12/31. Huh. They are failing miserably. I'll take care of that later. Alrighty, we've got a Fox Racing hat. Sold for $9.44, headed to Fruitland Park, Florida. The person with the lamp just emailed me back. And I already know what he's going to say. I was under the impression that shipping was included with this item. How much to ship? Unfortunately, I live in North Carolina and you are a little far away. Sorry to bother you. May have to do a return depending on shipping costs. Yeah. I'm sure we're going to have to cancel that. Pick up only. If you wish. Boop. I just need to weigh it and tell people I will ship it and like put like $150 shipping on it. All right, St. Louis Cardinals baseball hat. Just put this up yesterday, I think it was. Sold for $10. Headed to Batesville, Arkansas. My throat is still sore. Still sore. I can tell I'm talking too much already. So I'll only answer a couple of questions if I got a couple and call it. So let's see. I got one more item here though. One more item. Got a Marlboro hat. Sold for $6. Headed to Bennington, Massachusetts. All right, kind of an uneventful morning, if you will. All right. I want to thank everybody for following and all the good stuff. All the comments and likes and subscribes. Pretty cool. It's just still growing. So awesome. Let's see what we got here. The spam just keeps coming up. I'm so sick of this spam. And they keep putting the same title and the same picture, but yet I keep blocking it from my channel. Makes $750 per day. All right, you helped me with templates, sort of. I'm completely lost in the shipping part of it. I'd have to show, I can't get into the shipping thing. That would be a whole video on itself. Setting up shipping, you just kind of pick, what I do is pick, see, I can't even think straight right now. So I'm going to answer the questions I can think straight on. Pick the flat rate, put in your price, and that's how you do it. But I'll get into that another time. Let's see. Hope you feel better soon. Hope you feel better. Short video on how I handle returns. Here's what I do on return. Refund. Refund. Just open the package, make sure you have it's, you got it back, refund them and relist it. Pretty simple. And you can't get mad at returns. It's part of business. It's part of running a business. I see so many people who get upset, and I get probably 2 returns a day. It's just part of the business. So you just got to take it, refund them, relist it. Nothing major there. Pretty simple. Do I ship with 1 day or something else? Same day, 1 day. I do 1 day. In order to have like top rated and stuff, you have to have either same day or 1 day. I do 1 day because why not? And I get everything out, by the next business day anyway. So then that keeps you with your top rated, your discounts, and all that kind of stuff. So 1 day shipping for me. Okay, I currently have 1 day shipping, but thought about going back to 2 day shipping. Yeah, 2 day is not part of the top rated. If you want top rated to get your 10% discount on fees, you have to do 1 day. 1 day. Just a bunch of comments, supportive comments. Dude, I've been getting so many spam calls the last couple of days compared to before. All right. So I appreciate all the supporting comments stuff. I'm trying to find another question, but pounding down a gallon of grapefruit juice usually fixes me right up. Yeah, I don't think I can do that. There's another spam. Hide. Okay, I'm not finding another quick question. Let me go down. No. All right. Thanks everybody for watching, and I'll get back into the swing of things eventually here. So, gotta get that Bonanza order shipped and get to the post office. So, Thanks everybody for watching, and I will see you all in the next video. Later.